Hey everyone. Hi, good morning. It is 7:25 and it's Monday. Oh my gosh, it's a new week, it's a new day. I just kind of wanted to jump on here. I am pretty much starting like a kind of a different phase in my life. I'm going to start doing videos every morning, live videos, and if I don't have time to do a live video, then I'll record it the day before so I can still post it the next morning. But I'm going to start doing live videos with you guys every morning at like in between 7 and 7:30. And like each day is just going to be something different. I've been really thinking about doing something like this. It's taken a lot of thought. I really had to like sit down and like really think about how I wanted to do all this, and I'm just super excited to do it and also do it with you guys. So each day is going to be something different, and really each day is just going to be kind of different topics, you know? So like Mondays, and as the days like go on throughout the week, I'll explain each day on those days because I don't want to like overwhelm anybody, and I don't want to overwhelm myself either. But so like Mondays are going to be motivational Mondays. You guys, it's so hard for everybody to get up on a Monday. It's the weekend's over. We were all just off. And like now it's like, oh my gosh, I got to go back to work. I got to do this. I got to do that. The kids, this, that, the other. And it's overwhelming. It's exhausting. And nobody wants to get up. You know what I mean? But it's Monday. We have to remember that it's a new beginning. It's a new start to the week. It's a new start to the work week. We were blessed to be able to open up our eyes and have this day and be able to wake up in our homes and get our coffee and, you know, get into our cars and go to our jobs and stuff like that. So Mondays, I want just to be about positivity and like motivation. Also, I just want it to be like a fresh start. I need this for myself, but I also know that there's so many of you guys out there that also need like a good fresh start on Mondays too. And it's really hard for everybody to get up and have a fresh start. So this isn't just about me. This is for you guys too. So I hope that like the videos that I'm going to be doing and the things I'm going to be talking about are going to help you guys too. I'm more so trying to, I guess the big reason why I'm doing this, and sorry, I'm kind of like looking at notes and stuff like that as I go, but the big reason why I'm doing a lot of this is because, one, I'm trying to just open up. I think that it's good for everybody to open up. I think that it's good for all of us to just kind of like get out of our comfort zones. If we get out of our comfort zones and do things that we don't necessarily want to do, it helps us grow. And for anybody that knows me, I am not a morning person, okay? I can't stand mornings. Mornings are when I get like the most sleep because, which I'm sure some of you can relate, I don't sleep that well at night. And I know a lot of people don't. We get our lists going. We just can't sleep. We toss and turn. Some people have insomnia, anxiety, depression, all these things, and we just don't sleep. So in the mornings, like that's when I get my good sleep. So getting up, I have started this journey, which I started today, getting up at 5:30 in the morning and doing a workout and taking a shower and then starting a live video in between 7 and 7:30. You know, these things I think are good for everybody to do. It just is a new start and a new beginning. All of my videos will be no longer than 30 minutes long. Some will be shorter, but no matter what, I don't want anything to be any longer than 30 minutes because you guys have stuff to do, I have stuff to do, and I don't want to take your time or anything like that. But on Mondays, it's just going to be motivational Mondays, you guys. I'm going to talk about different podcasts I've listened to. I'm going to talk about different books that are inspiring, not just to me, but to other people. Same with podcasts and stuff too. I'm going to also really just be talking about natural living and stuff like that too, just in general. For those of you that don't know what I do or who I am, my name's Catherine Miernuck. I go by Cat for short. I am a licensed massage therapist. I'm a licensed hairstylist. I'm also an entrepreneur in multiple ways. I have my own massage business. I also am a part of the #1 anti-aging hair care line and now skincare line in the world. And I just love the natural living. I've started doing more natural living myself. I use all natural hair care and skincare products. I eat all natural, even when it comes to my like meat and different things like that. I'm 27 years old. I'm married. I got married in August of 2019. So just a kind of a little background on me, just a short little thing, but really, like I said, you guys, I'm doing this because I think it's just motivating for everybody, not including myself. This isn't about just me. It's about you guys too. And I want you guys to know that, you're not alone, and you have other people here that feel the same exact way that you do. And it is hard starting a new week and getting up and starting a new day. So I'm hoping that these videos and stuff like that will help myself and everybody else just kind of look at the day in kind of a different way. For everybody that's watching, hi June, hi Alicia, hi Krista, let's see, Victoria, hi everybody, thanks for watching. But so pretty much like where I'm going to start today, I was listening to a podcast. I don't know if you guys know who Ed Mylett is. He started in finance like long time ago. And he just kind of worked his way up to the top. Now he was a millionaire by the time he was 30. He has a podcast. He started his podcast back in 2016. He also has a YouTube channel that everybody can subscribe to. He's just awesome. And I am not getting paid to talk about this. I am not, nothing. This is all just for you guys and also just motivational stuff that I've heard. But Ed Mylett, he's an entrepreneur. He's a businessman. He is a speaker, an influencer. He does so many different things, you guys. The people that he interviews, all that stuff, it just speaks to you. It's inspiring. It's motivating. Like, he is just an awesome guy to listen to. So if you guys haven't heard of him, like I said, his name's Ed Mylett. His podcast started back in 2016. So if you guys do want to start listening to him, I would start at the very beginning. Like, start at the very beginning and work your way up, because they kind of like build as like it goes. So it's really important to start back at 2016 at like episode 1 and then get, to today or wherever his last video was within, I guess, last week or this week. He does videos every morning at like 7 a.m. I believe too. And he does like drawings and winnings, and you can like get trips on his jet and like all types of stuff. It's pretty cool. But I'm going to talk about one of his podcasts, which I think will help everybody kind of start their week, kind of start their Monday, stuff like that. So the title of this podcast, like I said, this is going back to 2016. So the title of his podcast, this one is Unlocking Your Success Code. The crazy part is, which you don't realize this until you hear it from somebody else, but we've all already unlocked our success code. We've already done this. It's just re-finding it and getting those same feelings back and that same momentum back, et cetera, and then just going for it. And a lot of that's a lot easier said than done. Trust me, I'm well aware of that. I do not have everything together. I'm not a perfect person. I am learning as I grow, just like my, live video is labeled. It's an intro to what I'm doing. It's an intro to myself. And it's also the point of I'm learning as I grow, just like everybody else. So I'm pretty much kind of taking you guys on the journey with me, because there's a lot that I don't know. And really, at this point, knowledge is power, you guys. So it's so important to get into podcasts, get into reading books, get into understanding natural living and different things like that, because it does help us. It helps our minds. And we're all a lot stronger than what we think we are. And it's all about us. Like, we have to do it. So anyway, going back to that, unlocking your success code. The funny part is, he said there's a part in here, literally, and you guys, this was in like the first 12 to 15 minutes of this podcast, okay? One of the lines that he said, quotes that he said was, changing your life on the outside has to start on the inside. Does that hit home for anybody? I feel like that hits home for me. You know what I mean? Like, you do. It's so true. If you want things to change on the outside, if you want your life to be different on the outside, whether it's about money, your relationships, your jobs, your car, your kids, your dogs, your cats, whatever. If you want things to change on the outside, you have to change the inside first. If you can't figure yourself out, and if you can't mentally get yourself together or physically get yourself together, whatever it is that you're trying to work on or trying to fix, if you can't fix it on the inside, nothing on the outside is going to make sense. I mean, it doesn't work that way. You have to fix the inside of yourself. You have to make changes. Just like that saying goes, now I'm like blanking. Just like the saying goes where it's like, if you keep doing the same things over and over again and expecting things to change, it's just not going to happen. It's literally the definition of insanity. We can't keep doing the same stuff over and over and over again every morning, every day, every night, and expecting things to be different. It's not going to happen, you guys. It's just never going to happen. So you have to actually legit make changes. If you want to make more money, well, you have to go out there and work. You know how they say work smarter, not harder? That's a whole bunch of BS. You have to do both. Like, you have to do both. In some situations, work smarter, not harder is totally legit. But in most situations, you have to do both. You have to work smarter, but you also have to work harder. It is what it is. So I just thought that quote was absolutely incredible. Also, another thing that he was talking about is changing the quality of your emotions. I feel like a lot of us, we base a lot of things off of our emotions, and we react to a lot of things instead of anticipate, or instead of thinking in a more positive direction. I think a lot of us, we just react and we base a lot of things off of emotions. And I'm included in that. Like I said, I'm not a perfect person. This is for me. This is for everybody. We have to change that. You know, we're in a generation where we have so many things at the tip top of our fingertips, and we can be so successful if we just put our minds to it. And that's really what today's video and stuff is about. It's about becoming motivated. It's about understanding that you're a lot stronger than what you think you are. It's about knowing that you have to change the inside of yourself to make the outside stuff become legit. You know what I mean? And it's just about changing the quality of our emotions. Yes, I think we all react instead of think in a more positive way, and that just is what it is. But I think it all comes down to also being confident and stuff like that too. You have to be confident. In one of the parts in his podcast, he was saying people that win are confident. We don't go into things thinking, and I do this too. A lot of us will be like, oh, of course this happens to me, or oh gosh, yep, that's just my luck, or oh this, oh that, blah, 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 blah. Well, instead of doing that, we need to be like, no, I'm doing this. No, this is where this is going. Be precise, be on the money. Stop saying, oh, I may get that car. Oh, I may buy that house. Oh, I may change my life, or the way I eat, or my diet, or different things. You can say all this stuff. Why are you saying may? If that's what you really want, just do it. Be positive about it. Be confident about it. Do it. Don't just wait for somebody else to figure it out for you. You need to do it and be confident in the things that you want to do. Because otherwise, if you don't have confidence and if you don't feel like you're going to do anything, then most likely you're not. So like the saying goes when he says changing your life on the outside has to start on the inside. It's true. You have to feel inside that you're confident. You have to feel that, hey, I'm going to get up at 5:30 in the morning and I'm going to do that workout. And then I'm going to get in the shower and then I'm going to start this live video. Not, oh, maybe tomorrow I'm going to, maybe get up and do a workout. I don't know. I don't really want to. And I may do a live video tomorrow. I don't know. Well, if you put that in your head like that, it gives you an excuse to kind of get out. You're like, oh, well, maybe I'll sleep for another 10 minutes. And then before you know it, it's 7 o'clock or whatever, and you just kind of missed your opportunity to wake up at 5:30 and do that workout, or take a shower and get on this live video, or do whatever. Your actions speak so much louder than words is really what it comes down to. So if you want things to change, you have to want to do them, and you have to make the changes. Otherwise, your life's just going to stay the same. And it's just it's just crazy when you're hearing this on a podcast, it does kind of open your mind up a little bit. You're like, oh my gosh, yeah, I guess it's true. Maybe I should think about it like that and not think about it the other way. Be more positive. the other part that he was saying is there's no secret. I think everybody's looking for a secret way to make more money, a secret way to become extremely successful, a secret way or an easy way out to do this, that, or the other. You guys, there's no secret. Let me be the first to tell you, there is no secret. And I'm not successful in any way. I have been successful in areas of my life, but I am not a millionaire. I am not driving the fanciest car. I am not living in the fanciest house. Like, I'm not extremely successful, but there's no secret to becoming successful. You either do the things you want to do and you accomplish it with confidence, or you sit back and watch everybody else do it for you. And they're not doing it for you, they're doing it for themselves. So, you got to look at the big picture. There's no secret. I think the problem is that, me included, we all overthink. We overthink way too much. We think that we're not going to be able to do this. We think we're not going to be able to do that. We're so afraid of what other people think. We're afraid of what people are going to say. We're afraid of what our families are going to think. We're afraid of so many things that it holds us back. But the funny part is the people, we're so worried about what other people think. But the funny thing is that the people that are watching you, and or even if they do think a certain way about you, they're not really thinking about you. They're thinking about how you're thinking about them. You know what I mean? So it's so why do you even care about what or who thinks what about you? You're going to do it anyway, and you're always going to have haters. It doesn't matter. People are always going to hate for some reason. They're going to hate either because they don't like you. They're going to hate because you're successful and they're not. They're going to hate, yes, Cassie. They're going to hate regardless. So, no matter what, why do you care? Who cares? Yes, it's scary to get on a live video. The first time I ever did a live video, you guys, I looked at the live button probably 15 times before I pressed it. I was terrified. Now, I'm I just look at it and press it. Because what's the worst things that's going to happen? Are you going to write a bad comment? Are you going to whatever? Sure. I guess if that's going to happen, that's going to happen. But why does that have to affect me? Because this person wants to wake up and be negative. I'm not dealing with that. I don't want that negative stuff. I want everybody to be positive. And I have my negative days too. You guys, trust me. Like I said, I'm not a perfect person. But there's no secret to success. You have to work hard. Make it simple. Try your best. Do whatever you can. Whatever makes it easier for you to become successful, do it. But you have to work hard to do it. There's no easy way out. It doesn't matter what you do or what company you're working for. I don't care if you're in a brick and mortar business and you're an employee. I don't care if you're a 1099 self-contractor. I don't care if you're in an MLM direct sales. It doesn't matter. You have to work hard at everything you do. And that's really just what it comes down to. There's nothing else that you can do about that. Just like how it says changing the quality of your emotions, changing your emotions in general. Instead of reacting to so many things, I think there was another part that he said, things happen for you, not to you. So I think we're always of course that happens to me. Of course I'm late to work. Of course I didn't get up. Of course my kids are running behind. Of course. Well, it's not happening to you. It's not because you're a bad person or your luck's bad or this, that, or the other. It's happening for you. And the reason why is because he made a great example in the podcast. Him and his wife were driving. And Ed Mylett is a very, fast driver. He doesn't have patience, okay? I'm sure a lot of you can agree with that. I can agree with that myself. I have a lead foot, and I'm never in a hurry almost anywhere. But when I'm driving, I'm always in the biggest hurry ever. Don't know why. I don't know if you guys can relate, but seriously, it's ridiculous. But he was in the car with his wife, and he was like, oh my gosh, this person in front of me, move, what in the world? And his wife is patient, and she looks at him and she's like, did you ever think that the reason why this woman or man that's in front of us slowing us down is in our way for a reason? And he was like, oh no, haha, you're funny, whatever, da-da-da. Well, then about 10 minutes later, there was a guy in front of him or on the side of him, I can't remember exactly how he explained it, but that was intoxicated. And he was swerving. And Ed had his entire family in the car. He has a wife, and then he has 2 kids, a son and a daughter. That his whole life was in that car. Well, just imagine if 10 minutes before, if he would have sped past that woman or whatever the case may be, he could have gotten involved in an accident with that drunk driver. Thank God that drunk driver, didn't hit anybody, didn't get into an accident, but it easily could have. What if Ed driving that fast could have caused the drunk driver to be like, ugh, and then end up hitting him and crashing the car or hurting his family or whatever the case may be. So things like that happen. They're not happening to you. They're happening for you. So you don't get hurt or you don't end up in a certain situation or whatever. So I think we have to just look at things in a different light. Instead of being so negative about everything, we need to just be more positive about everything. So instead of starting your Monday morning off like, oh my gosh, it's Monday, I don't want to get up, I don't want to do this. No, start it off as, it's Monday. What's up? It's Motivational Monday. Let's freaking do this. Let's go work out. Let's make our coffee. Let's get ready for work. Let's do this. It's a new week. It's a new beginning. It's a new day. Like, look at it that way and stop looking at it as, oh my gosh, freaking Monday again. Why? Like, oh, I just want the weekend back. Yes, we all feel that way, you guys, me included. But if we start our days, not anybody else. We start our days. So if we can start our days in a happier way, it sets the tone for the rest of the day and the rest of the week. And the people that are negative, be negative. If you want to be unhappy, misery loves company. Bye. I'm not a part of that. I'm not going to be a part of your company, okay? I want positive people in my life. I want people to uplift me. I want to learn. I want to, knowledge is power. Like I've said 100 times already. But it's your decision to be happier. Your decision to be happier. Also, I think there's an epidemic with depression and stuff like that, and it's really, really sad. I've gone through depression. I know plenty of people that have gone through depression. I know a lot of people that are on antidepressants and medication and all this stuff. I am not big on that stuff. I don't take medications like that. So I refuse, like when I do have my depressional episodes and stuff, I refuse to take antidepressants and things like that. That's just not for me. I feel like it warps your mind, but a lot of people need them. So nothing against anybody that needs them. If you need them, you need them. I'd rather you be like healthy and mentally okay and whatever. But there's just a huge epidemic with depression. And a lot of people, I think, feel like we don't have a purpose or we aren't fulfilled in our lives or we feel alone or whatever. I've had those thoughts too, you guys. I'm human. We're all human. If we were all perfect, that'd be a real boring life. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't work that way. But you have to realize that you're not alone. None of us are alone. Okay. I don't know if you guys, believe in God or a higher power of some sort, whatever you believe in. You're never alone. Like God is with you, other people are around you, whatever your higher power is. I know you may not see the physical person or be able to touch them or talk to them, but you can talk to them. Even though you can't see them, whatever, we all have angels, we've all have lost people. You're never ever alone. So the people that are going through depressions, the people that are, doing stuff like that, anxiety, you just have to get into your own self and know that you're not alone. You do have angels. You do have God. You do have whoever your higher power is. You do have your family and your friends that care about you, regardless if they're right there in front of your face or not. So just know that you're not alone. And really, you guys, just to kind of end this on a good, positive note and stuff like that. One, don't ever forget why you started. Don't forget why you started the job you started. Don't forget why you went to school for the things you went to school for. Don't forget why you married the person that you're with, or why you're in a relationship with the person you're with, or why you bought that house, or why this, that, or the other. We have to start everything on a positive note instead of being so negative all the time. And we just have to never forget why we started it. None of us want a bad life. None of us want any of that. So it's just up to us to make sure that it doesn't happen. And one of the quotes that I am going to end this on, because I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time, but what I'm going to kind of end this on. So I've been reading a book called You're a Badass, and it's by Sincero, I believe is how you pronounce it. Sincero. So today we talked about Ed Mylett's podcast and the Unlocking Your Success Code, and then also Jen's book, You're a Badass. If you guys have not read this book, oh my gosh, read this book, okay? It's seriously amazing. It has great quotes, stuff like that in it too, like every chapter. But just to end, so this quote's from this book. It didn't give me like who actually like made it, so I just want to give credit to at least Jen and the book, You're a Badass, because I don't want to like take anything from anybody. But so the quote is, if you want to live a life you've never lived, you have to do things you've never done. It speaks, man. That hits you. That hits you in the feels. It hits me in my feels. So that's just to kind of end on that. You do. If you guys want different things out of your life, if you want a life that you've never ever thought you could have, you just have to start doing things that you never ever thought you would do. Like me, for example, making a live video at 7:30 in the morning. I don't do that stuff. So it's like, if I want a life that I dream about and stuff like that, then I have to do things that I'm not used to doing, and I have to do things that I never would have thought I would have ever done. And the same goes for everybody else. So, but that's just to end on that. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. I hope that this started your week off great. I hope that you learned something from it. If you guys have any questions, concerns, you want to know more about the book or Ed Mylett and his podcast or anything like that, like, please let me know. Like I said, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not getting any credit for this. This is just really self-development, you guys. It's super, super huge to do. I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it to help you guys. I'm doing it to get out of comfort zones and all types of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys don't have my social media stuff, you can go to Kat Miranuk and you can follow me or add me as a friend. Also, you can go to my Instagram. It's live_legit, LEGIT. That's my Instagram. So if you guys want to follow me, go ahead, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.